So here's the mine entrance, kind of this old mining town motif. Strip of buildings where there's the store for souvenirs, a locker room. It's some tables you can wait on, some old mining equipment that they used to use down in the mine, the old mine engine, and the mucker, whatever the mucker is. But that's the building there where you enter the mine. Just go in through the green doors there and down this hallway, and you end up 100 feet below in this big cavern. So we're getting the gear ready to go in. You see the water splashing there because the ceiling leaks. But the water is very clear, a balmy 59 degrees all year long, about 100 feet deep at the dock, but nice and clear. And we'll come back to the dock. You can see a pontoon boat where you can take a tour of the mine above the water if you want to. But we're not, we're going below the water. So here we are. Basic setup is you follow the guy with the lights. You're not allowed to have your own light. And the mine is lit in certain places. And here it is not lit. So you follow the tank lights and the guy in the front with the light. And here we're stopping to see some old mining cart with the mining stuff. So I don't know what they found there, but it's probably not gold. Looks like a genuine mining pick. And here, coming up, follow the guy with the light. Some passages in the mine are pretty dark, but not quite as dark as the camera shows. And we're coming into a larger area, getting a head count here before we move on. Again, follow the guy with the light. And in between big passages, we had a couple of swim-throughs, so they had this tiny little hole that we had to go through. It is a mine. You think they had some gear to make that hole a little bigger, but whatever. So everybody through single file and meet on the other side. It's a pretty easy swim through, except the amateur diver bumps his tank here. So while we're down here exploring this big section, which is partially flooded, below that there's two more levels that are completely flooded, but much too deep for scuba diving. And here comes Marcus. Come on, Marcus, we can do it. Well, here's some steps going to somewhere. Can't tell. I think there's some track there from one of the carts. And here I think he's trying to point out a vein. It might be copper running through there, and that's the what they were mining out of the mine. Although it was basically a lead mine, they took a lot of other minerals out of there too. There's a safety stop, that nice bar to hang on to for your 3 minutes at 15 feet. Piece of cake. Here we are coming out of a tunnel, dropping down into a larger area. Most of the bottom was like this, these rocks, but no sand or silt, so the water stayed very clear. There's some remnants of an elevator used to bring equipment down in. Kind of shaky looking. There's a guy there for scale. This area they called the chapel room, looking for the white crosses on the wall. This is where they were going to drill for explosives, but they closed the mine before they drilled all the holes. So this area is about the big as a two-car garage, kind of a small area that we're in right now. There's an area with a bunch of those white crosses on the wall, sort of spooky in a Blair Witch kind of way. They were coming up, follow the light, down to the bigger area there where we started, and you can see plenty of light there. We're back down into a small area, coming up through another swim through. Go through a narrow channel and a little hole with a pipe. And what would it really take to cut that piece of pipe out of there? And another horizontal swim through, coming up to a vertical space, going back to the top, big open space. Almost back. They call each one of these trails. We went on 4 different trails altogether. Each dive is on a trail. Our deluxe accommodations in the red car there, split in half. So we had one room on one side, Marcus had the other side, with your bed, shower, and Zenith TV with clock radio. And Gail was exploring the wineries while we were diving, doing a little sampling, doing a little shopping. And we finished with a wonderful dinner at 12 West. Great place.